Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Massive apologies for the delay today. It's not been our fault at all. We've had some rather technical issues where the comms account wasn't able to join, so we swapped it to Orphan, which normally, because I normally do it, and then we swapped it to Orphan, normally solves it. We've reset our Xboxes, we've set the game. Was not working, so thankfully the lobby has been reset, which does mean we are in for the long haul today, but hopefully it will all be worth it. I'm pretty sure it will be. We should have a good race ahead of us. It's F3, always has the drama. Yeah, hopefully now it still will. Hopefully that's not a commentator's curse. Anyway, I am BHA Firefish. I am back once again because obviously I did the F1 stream on a Monday. I'm joined also by somebody who's also done a stream. He did yesterday's. He stepped in at the last minute, and very, very grateful for him when he did F2 last night. It's Mr. Orphan. So after everything we've gone through, Mr. Orphan, finally we get to sit back and relax and hopefully enjoy this race around Mexico for F3. Good evening. We can breathe now, can't we? I think.
Yeah, definitely now. A bit of hassle. I've been in about 4 parties tonight trying to sort this out. But yeah, it got there in the end. But let's see. It is what it is. But with the sprint race, it does kind of like take away kind of the time period. It'll be about roughly the same kind of finishing time. So, you know, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Should be very,
also,
very interesting.
Just want to mention quickly, James is last race tonight.
What?
I was speaking to him in the party just now. If you look on the chat there, Dano.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his cricket season starting up, so he won't be able to make Wednesdays anymore.
God. Well, that's a shame. Well, that's news to me.
Yeah, give him a mention. I'd love to invite him to a party, but he's on PlayStation, unfortunately.
Oh.
Shame.
Anyway, let's get ourselves started. There was me saying like he was still kind of in the championship, and he kind of still is. And now,
well, he still technically is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what it does mean.
Oh, we got rain.
Yeah, it was meant to be rain, so they've reset it correctly. So it's all good. What we can say is he is going to be replaced quickly because we've got like 9 reserves that could go in.
That'll probably be the new teammate, probably.
Yeah, Vettel gets his seat back. So that took long. And James has a qualifying ban as well for this. So, God, I'm biased, as you know, but I just hope he has a good evening today, as this is his last race before the.
Well, I hope he has a good evening because he's Red Bull.
I mean, yes. I mean, you're very biased. You want Red Bull to do well, which, well, obviously.
Yeah, right. It's a shame to see James go, but he's been a really good racer over the years. I've raced with him in F3 once, but mainly in F5, where my championship winning season, where he pushed me pretty close in that season. And yeah, we had some great battles in that season, and most notably Portugal, I'd say, and I'd say Netherlands. We had 2 Titanic races in those races, and yeah, I really enjoyed one of the most 2 enjoyable races I ever had, honestly, just when me and him were racing at the front together.
Yeah, he'll be back for the next game, I'm pretty sure, so at some
Yeah.
point. So it's not goodbye forever. He's not leaving on a sour note, apart from taking fish sticks out in Singapore, maybe. But no, again, I hope he has a good race today. As you can see, the heavens have opened for this qualifying. It is a short qualifying, thank God, otherwise we're going to be here till 11. And yes, we got sprint week around Mexico. For those of you who don't normally watch, apologies, Gravedigger. We've had some technical issues with the lobby. The comms account wasn't able to join for whatever reason. Which I was saying to Orphan just now, it was an issue that I had personally on the last game. We did the usual reset the Xbox like 3 times, did not work. So I was like, okay, Orphan, you have a go. And then Orphan couldn't join under the comms account as well. That normally solves it. So
I said the problem was what the problem was, didn't I?
Which was the lobby? Or just... Yeah. But anyway, we move on. We have 20 drivers here today. Once again, am I ever surprised by that? No, because it's F3. They always turn up. It's great. But, yeah, wet weather around as Clate says. Clate has binned it.
No.
Clate!
Every time in qualifying.
Oh, goodness me. He's right in the middle of the track as well.
Oh.
Everyone sees him.
Hope so. No, it's gone now. It's cleared.
The Clates and James already going to be eliminated, so that's 2 less people for everyone else to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
But as you say, he always does it in qualifying, doesn't he? He seems to have struggled this season.
Qualifying has been his letdown.
Yeah, according to my results, he had that win in Japan, if you remember. He hasn't scored since then.
Yeah,
and that was 6 races ago.
It's all to do with his qualifying. He
Yeah.
can qualify on the actual pace that he is. But he always seems to have a problem when it comes to that. Maybe he just wants to push too hard in quality to try, because he knows that it's such a tight qualifying in Tier 3, and he's pushing to that extra limit.
I mean, in this case, I think it's a situation of he's pushed too hard too early. There's wet track.
Yeah, wet. Yeah.
Track and all that. In terms of drivers, we do have a couple of reserves in today. We have SLR Vettel, who is in place of Ham in the Alpine. And then I believe we have Egon in place of Wee Biscuits. So hopefully they have a good race. I'm pretty sure they will. Zoms is currently fastest on a 27.2. Could be beaten by Petronas. No, 27.3 though for Petronas in the McLaren. And obviously we've got to celebrate Mr. Zoms, because after pre or post race, yes, post race penalties, not pre race penalties, post race penalties for, well, we knew what was coming. It was JP, who we thought had picked up his first win and his first podium last time out in Canada. Obviously he readied up before the host, and as we all know, that's a 10-second penalty. Now the 2 things I would say about JP, obviously, I hope he picks himself up after this, and obviously, because I said to him afterwards, I said, the fact that you had the pace to win, you got to hang on to that, because that was his best race. He didn't do anything wrong, technically. I mean, he did. He read it up before the host, which is obviously a rule for very good reasons, but he didn't do like in race problems, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
He's got to hang on to that positivity and so on. So yeah, and secondly, he admitted to it. He admitted to reading up on the grid. So many people out there don't admit to reading up for the grid. So that's foremost. What it did mean is that Mr. Zoms has finally, I say finally, picked up his first race win, Orphan, and it's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
Yeah. I've been saying for a while that Zoom's is duo win. Like I say, he's definitely had the pace to win a race, and I was just shocked that he had. Yeah, because he'd been unlucky in quite a lot of races. I felt that he'd raced in, and yeah, I mean, I wanted JP to win, obviously, because we're friends. But I was quite happy that Zom's got his first victory last week. You know, uh, you know, he deserved it after some of the bad luck he's had.
Comes Vettel across the line at 27.5. Fishstick's currently fastest now on a 27.0. Rodder's second, Zom's third, Petronas fourth, and Egon fifth. But it's very, very close still. As who's that jump up? JP has just jumped up to fourth. So good lap from JP.
First lap was a bit of a banker, I thought. I'll be back 2 seconds now. I'm just going to grab my coffee.
yeah, no worries. All right. Whilst Orphan gets his coffee, Dano goes quickest on a 26.8. So the times are coming down now with 10 minutes to go. And Headshot has binned it, and Slicks has apparently hit him. 5-place grid penalty for Slicks. One would assume he's hit Headshot because Headshot is out. Slicks is parked it. Gotta be careful when he rejoins. If you don't get disqualified either, because I was just gonna say, if you drive in the wrong direction for a certain amount of time, Slicks is gone. He's going to be disqualified. So, 4 retirees already. Headshot out. Slicks is gone. James, oddly enough, he had that qualifying ban. He's ahead of 3 people at the moment. Obviously, Richie yet to set a lap. So, carnage to begin. But let's go through the race in Canada. As I say, good evening to JD Devil Noob, Invade coming in, Nasri, I saw Greg Digger a moment ago. Yes, I know we're late, but there were reasons for that. But yeah, let's go through the results. So, Zoms, I think I'll go by the, obviously with JP's penalty. Sorry, JD. So Zoms picked up the victory, finally, which has made, this is round number 12, we have 10 different winners in 11 races, which is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Actually brilliant to see. Obviously, can we keep that streak going? Can we have 11 out of 12? We shall see tonight, because there's definitely a few that haven't won a race yet. I believe they can. So.
And no, Dano's pretty quick around here. I know I'm saying that now he's in pole position, right? But I know Dano's pretty good on this track at Mexico. And I would fancy definitely Button. I saw him in practice earlier with pitch sticks, and those two definitely look pretty quick. I have to apologise though, because he did say to me in the party about something I said in the commentary last week. I was mentioning that he was looking very quick, and he's probably using fish sticks as setup. And apparently it was actually his setup, and fish sticks was using his setup.
All Invade is testing me. See, here's the thing, Invade. You don't know the fact that I've got a table that I update as a handwritten table, which tells me who's won. So you asking me who has won this season, I will tell you. So James won in Qatar. Fish Sticks won in the 100% race in Texas, Circuit Americas. Willy Bum won in Vegas, the feature race. I do not have the sprint race. He caught me out guard there. As Zoms goes up to second, still not beating Dano's time on a 26.8. It's all very, very close at the moment. So after Willy Bum in Vegas, it was Petronas in Monza. Clates won his race in Japan. LA Ham picked up a victory in Imola. Then we went to Austria, where Fruit Boy got his win in his roller coaster of a season so far. Then it is AK the Legend, who was then had back-to-back victories in Australia and China. He's the only one that has 2 victories so far. And then we went to Jedi Gamer in Singapore, and then finally Zoms in Canada. So there you go, Invade. There you know. In terms of the championship, now I'm going to have a very big thank you to Crayon Flower, who's also known as Salty Ballsack in the streams. He has given me an up-to-date standings after Canada, which include penalties. So I can tell you that our championship leader is Mr. Patronus. He is on 113 points. He is only, though, 6 points ahead of Fishsticks. Fishsticks is second on 107. Third place is Willy Bum on 96. Obviously, James having his last race of the season, but he's on 82 points. In fourth place in the championship, he's 2 points ahead of Zoms with his victory, leaping himself up into 5th place. 6th place is Dano on 72. AK the Legend is still in touch in 7th on 68. Jedi Gamer is on 64 points, and he's really come into his own in 8th place. Ali Ham is 9th on 63, with Fruit Boy rounding up the top 10 on 58. JP's on 44, with Button on 41. Richie Chappell, after his best result of the season, by a long way, no offence Richie, with his 2nd place, he has gone straight up to 13th place on 38 points. Plates on 37, Headshot 23, Lem on 11, Slicks on 11, Vettel on 5, Rodders on 5, and Wee Biscuits on 4 points. The Constructors' Orphan, would you believe this? There is 46 points between the top 7 teams.
I know.
Which is crazy. It's crazy.
I saw the top 6 are separated by something even closer. It's mega close.
Yeah.
I guess I'll show you when you get people who just have got like a different winner every week. Not one person strung together a good run of consistent results.
Yeah.
Because it's so tight. It is literally one of the most tightest seasons I've ever seen in RSF1.
Yeah, it's really good. McLaren edge the championship at the moment. They are a single point ahead of AlphaTauri, 171 to 170. Then you go to Red Bull, who are on 154. Now Red Bull are peculiar. No offense, guys, that race Red Bull, but they go for one race where they do really well, like 3rd and 4th, and then the next race they struggle to get a couple of points, and then after they score a couple of points, they're back on the podium again. So it's hard to keep up with that, but they're 154, definitely in touch, especially with Dano currently fastest with 3 minutes to go. Alpine are next on 140, then there's a Haas on a 137, Alfa Romeo 133, Ferrari 125. You can't call it between those top 7 because again, all of a sudden you got the 2 Ferraris, they get a 1-2, they're straight up in it as well. Alpine as well, they get 4th and 5th, all of a sudden they're in it.
Not Raz with a 26.9 there to go 3rd fastest.
Yeah, it's all getting very close.
He's found his qualifying form again. He's been struggling lately. Not Raz, we're qualifying.
There's a Haas about to finish a lap. It's Willy Bum, but he's a few seconds down. The McLaren of Fruit Boy. Fruit Boy goes to 3rd, 26.9. How close it is.
I know.
Attempts covering the top 5.
Mega close.
Mario Zoms on his out lap, so
next look at that.
JP.
Top 8 are separated by about 3 cents. Oh. As Fruit Boy goes was it Fruit Boy or Patronus?
Might have been Patronus, still 27-0. Only just behind Fist as well.
Someone moved up then.
The Haas about to cross the line. Button. Yeah, he's half a tenth down though, and stays 7th. Got time though if he's fueled up. As Fishsticks goes 26-6. Track is improving. You got to be last across the line, I think.
What's Dano on?
A minute to go.
Oh, he's validated, Dano.
Right, Willy Bum is a 10th up. A 10th would leap him up into the top 5, I think. So let's keep with him, see where he goes. He goes to 7th. Loses a bit of time, but reasonable.
Mega close. It is. It's just crazy, the times that they're doing.
Dom's ain't going to improve, but he's got time to go again. Checker flag still not going to fall just yet.
Come on, Dano.
They're all just sort of building up. We've got 20 seconds to go. Alpine JP goes to 4th at 26.9. Still got time again as well. 10 seconds left. Is the house going to make it around this button? Got 5 seconds. Will be hard pushed to make the line. No, he realizes. So laps are done.
Oh, Dano's validated. He was half a 10th up first sector.
Yet I didn't make the line, so starts 15th.
Zooms on a lap.
Bettle's going to be first. Across the line, stays 10th. There's an Aston Martin behind him. Ras goes to 3rd. Willy Bum's down, so he's not. There's a Ferrari coming in.
Zooms half a 10th down.
Yeah. Lem is behind him as well as a 10th down. Anybody going to improve here? Dano is... What's so. Dano doing? And it's a second down. Yeah, he validated. Fruit Boy.
Does improve by 10th and a half. Zooms. Moves up to second.
Fruit Boy's on a flyer. Fruit Boy nabs it. 26-4. Who else is up?
VP's not. Is Patronus improving? Or
yes,
is he?
Oh, Edge is ahead of JP. To go 6th. Econ's done. Richie is done. I think we are finished.
Yep.
Maybe. Yes, we are. Fruit Boy takes the pole position by a couple of tenths in the end.
Bit interesting to know how many poles Fruit Boy's got this year.
I swear it's like 2 or 3, maybe more.
I don't know who's got the most poles.
I'm sure I'll figure that out at the end of it. So Fruit Boy first, Fishsticks second, Som's third with Dano in 4th, Ras with a good qualifying to 5th, with Patronus in 6th. I think he'll be reasonably happy with that. JP was 7th, then the 2 Haas drivers Willy Bum and Button. Vettel in 10th, Rodders in 11th, Lem in 12th, Egon 13th, Legend in 14th. Jedi Game I think would be quite disappointed with that, although he didn't make the line for a second attempt. There you start 15th. Richie 16th, James, Headshot, Clates and Slicks never set a time. And of course, funny enough, James had a qualifying ban, so he should start the back, but he's ahead of Headshot, Clates and Slicks. So, but you can't really orchestrate qualifying bans really, because that's what happens.
Oh, we've got dry conditions for sprint.
Mm-hmm. Alright, 12 laps in the sprint race ahead before we get to our 36 lap feature race, I guess you can call it.
Well, do these guys know about starting on the mediums? That's the question.
Well, now they will. I wasn't going to mention it. I wasn't going to mention it. Now you're giving it away.
Yeah.
Or have you? Or have you, Orphan?
Yeah, many people may not be listening.
Or have you, Orphan?
Yeah.
Thing is, I think the softs could work. and that's my honest opinion. I just haven't
Oh.
seen them work yet, so we'll see.
I just
Maybe
looked,
someone wants to mix it
now.
up.
A load of people have started changing to the mediums.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to mention it. And yeah, no bachelor saying the softs die off way too quickly. That is correct.
I mean, it's a risk, but I don't think it's a risk that's going to pay off. Personally, we see
Yeah,
now.
I mean the thing.
I seen it in F2. I seen it in F1. What soft tire was like, and it was shocking after like 6 laps.
I'm with you, Horizon. Bring back the ultra softs. Remember those purple tires we used to have? The purple tires, the ultra softs are only used for qualifying, and maybe the first stint at Monaco, potentially. But I want them back though because they were great.
Purple ones.
Was that the orange ones are like really hard tires? Or super hard or something like that? I don't even know. I lost track a lot of the times.
I think, it would make races more interesting, I think. If they made tyres, right, that literally died after like about, I don't know, 10 laps in real life at F1, like. So they'd have to make more pit stops and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
they always make tyres that just last forever, like it's just like one stop, one stop, one stop, one stop.
Yeah. I think the thing is they used to have it in 2013, I think it was, where Pirelli, because it was Pirelli back then, still is. What on mediums? Oh, Jedi, you rebel!
Yeah.
Jedi's the rebel.
Yeah.
Yes, he's on the
What
soft.
shall? If he pulls it off, I'd be shocked, to say the least.
All right, take us through the grid, please, and our sprint race.
Yeah. Well, we'll start at the back there with Slicks, who didn't complete a lap in qualifying. Well, he got disqualified somehow.
I didn't see it, but Headshot crashed or retired on into the wall, and Slick's got a 5-second place penalty for hitting Headshot. You put 2 and 2 together. So anyway, carry on.
Well, we've got Slicks there in P20 in Williams. We've got Jake Plates there in the Haas in P19. He crashed out as well. Headshot also crashed out in the Mercedes in P18. Then we got James mentioned here, his final race, had a qualifying pass, didn't complete the qualifying in P17. Got Richie Chappell, who got P2 last week, I think, through penalties. So a very great result for him last week. Jedi Gamer, race winner, obviously in, I think it was Imola, was it? Yeah.
Singapore.
Oh, sorry, Singapore.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Ali Ham was.
Oh god.
Imola, wasn't he? Sorry. And then we got AK the Legend, the only 2 race winner here. Egon there in the Ferrari in P13, Lem in P12, Rodders in P11, Patel there, the first of the top 10 in P10 there in the Alpine. Then we got the first of the 2 Haas drivers there, Willie Bum and Button. And then we got JP came in, Patronus, Noraz, Dano, Zooms, Fish Sticks, and then Fruit Boy is your pole sitter.
Just noticing Fish Sticks very left of his grid box. Look at him, he's not even in line with everybody else. He knows exactly what he wants to do. Down into turn 1. It's a very, very long run down to turn 1. It is 400 meters more or less. It's the size of the Eiffel Tower all the way down to turn 1. There's your factor knowledge as we go to 5 red lights for the sprint race, and away we go. It's a very long run down to turn 1. Who is going to get the best start? Fish Sticks, I think, is just edged it ahead of Fruit Boy. We're going to go 3 wide between the leaders because Zoms is making this interesting. Go around the outside. Oh, and there's crash at the back.
Vettel
already
smashes into the wall. I had a perfect on board with Slicks at the back. I've taken a clip of it.
And Fruit Boy and I think Fish Sticks as well got 5-second time penalties for touching each other. You know, in the cars.
Slicks had an absolute banger of a start at the back. I was on board with him, and then I looked to the side, and I just saw Vettel just smash into the wall. I take a clip of it. I'll show you off. It's
yeah. Clates has made 8 positions in all of that. It's a virtual safety car because of, well, that happened. Poor Vettel didn't even get down to turn 1. He was all exploding.
Yeah. And
in all the kerfuffle, Fruit Boy and Fish Sticks got 5-second time penalties each because they hit each other under it. Just a straight slam dunk penalty. That's going to hurt them horrendously. As the Fruit Boy is already trying to get back on it. It was already racing. Patronus is right behind Dan. Nearly gets hit up the back by not Ras. So he's overtaken off the line. Yeah, good start from Clates. Up there in P12. Let's see if we can settle down now.
Ghosted into Slicks. Trying to get past. Yeah, it's kind of settled down a little bit. He's getting the move done on Slicks there. Surely into turn 1.
Are the cars a bit jumpy for you? They are a little bit for me.
Not really.
As it comes account, obviously we had difficulties joining the lobby. Now we're in the lobby.
It was a bit jumpy last night when I was streaming.
Yeah. Something in the air. Fruit Boy is keeping up to the back of
does look
Zoms.
a little bit jumpy on stream, I will be honest, but me personally, I'm mine seems alright.
Yeah. And are looking at Fish Sticks potentially. Because at this point, often, obviously, these guys, the thought will get into their minds as they settle down with this race after that, well, dramatic opening. You know, how aggressive are you? How risky are you going to go in this race? Knowing if you make a mistake or, you know, tire or crash out, that's
well,
it.
I will say
one
one thing for Vettel is that this is a sprint, so he does get a chance to come back. So, you know, so he's not totally out of the race. You know.
How is Jedi no softs? Well, he's stuck in 15th place. He's actually not made any positions for his rebellious decision. Thomas is just holding station ahead of Fruit Boy. And people just kind of settling in. We're already on lap 3. It's only 12 lap race, remember.
Yeah. It flies by the sprint. Especially when you're racing it as well. I bet you when you were racing it was just like...
Yeah, I kind of was in a situation where the top 4 just pulled away and I settled down to 5th and I was happy with that. Basically.
Yeah, I was watching it. You didn't seem to have the race pace of the leaders.
Yeah, even in the main race. If it stayed dry, there was no way I was going to get a podium.
Yeah.
Somehow loop my way out of it. Dano's got a good run on Fish Sticks. Has already got by him by the time I get on board. So Dano's up into 3rd place. Fish Sticks drops to 4th and he's now got his championship rival Patronus right up his backside. Fish Sticks going to come back. No, he's under pressure from Patronus because Patronus got DRS. Patronus going lunging up on the inside. Gives Fish Sticks a little bit of a nerf. Fish Sticks still up on the inside. Keep on board with Ras. It's not entirely that smooth, but Patronus does it.
Yeah. Fish sticks got damage or something? Because
Don't think he does. Definitely seems to be
He
struggling with
doesn't
something.
doesn't seem to be on pace because he's under pressure now from not Ras.
Yeah, Easton in the chat. I agree. Love that from Patronus. Very robust move on Fistix. Championship rival. Every point is going to matter. Even these minuscule ones.
Yeah, Fish sticks is coming back at him, huh?
That DRS, because here comes Fruit Boy. Take the lead off of Zoms. And now, there we go.
Good defending there from Patronus. But Fish
And the
sticks
Fish
knows he's got to get ahead of him today. We only 5 races to go after this, I think.
Fistix has that penalty, remember? That 5-second time penalty, which he will not pit. That will jump to 10 seconds, which at the moment would put him and Fruit Boy, remember,
Yeah,
towards to maybe out the points.
that could get removed though.
I don't think it does.
No, you can appeal it at the end of the race if you don't serve it. And you take a race director and all that kind of stuff. If it's not your fault, you know what the game's like. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
he
the
literally does know about it. He can take a race director, and he's clipped the incident as well. You know, you can get that removed. So, as like I say, it may not be his fault, like, you know, because you know, sometimes the game gives you a stupid 5 seconds for an incident that's not involving. And Fish Sticks has got the move done there on Patronus. Yes, come on, Fish Sticks. Let's make this championship battle closer.
Yeah, now Patronus is under pressure from not Ras to go around the outside. Patronus is already flashed.
The guys, yeah. Better from last week, anyway.
Yeah. Patronus already flashing on his ERS. It's down to 14%. I guess in the sprint race won't affect him that horrendously, but compared to maybe behind, you got Nutras on 29 and Willybum on 44. JP on 60%. He can start burning that a little bit. Oh, not Ras Patronus. Not Ras up the inside.
The only thing that will be effective with him is that the 5 seconds will probably make him lose some places. But he can probably appeal the points that he scored in the race.
Yeah, but what we can't overturn is where he starts in the main race.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Nutras trying to burn the ERS. Here comes the house of Willybum potentially. No, because Nutras is going to try and fend off Patronus. It's not what Patronus needs. You can see Fishstick going away.
It's kind of not helped Nutras there. He's lost 2 places because of it. Willybum sneaked in through there and so did JP. Oh no, it's a spinner there. It's Willybum.
Don't know whether there was contact or anything, but
I think just spun.
Dano's out. Dano's out. Crashed into the wall. Safety car. He was side by side with Zoms. I just caught the end of that. He was side by side for the S's, and Dano is out on the spot.
I want to swear. I want to swear.
That is, well, James has actually recovered a little bit up to 12th. But, that is... He has the pace to come back. But what this does now, the safety car, be interesting. I don't imagine anybody's going to pit.
No.
I mean, you could.
Maybe the ones at the back might do.
You could go for softs.
Yeah, ones at the back might do it. Because,
yeah, here we go.
outside the top 10, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I have 2 laps of
Oh, of course, Orphan. We had a wet qualifying, didn't we?
yeah.
You got extra sets of softs.
Mm.
So yeah, so here we go. So we've got Clates, Jedi, Egon, both Mercedes, and Legend are all in the pits for soft tyres.
Mm.
How very interesting. Okay, I'm intrigued.
This could cause more safety cars. I'm telling you now.
There's only be 3 laps left. Might not get enough time for another one.
It might cause a few incidents, like a load of fast people behind the leaders who are on slower tyres. You know what normally happens.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets very impatient.
Yeah, I agree, Fruit Boy. The most likely thing is the your penalty and fish sticks will be taken off. But the issue here now is, now with the safety car orphan, that 5 seconds will come to 10 seconds. And then, well, they're basically going to be at the back. All bunched up. You know, if it were me, even though I know that penalty is going to be taken off, I would pit. Just to get it out. Because as I said, if they don't pit, it goes to 10 seconds, doesn't it?
Well,
If I remember how the game works.
he may be lucky, yeah, because the cars they're all bunched up, right? But I can't. Like I say, you can't change the position because it's a race. The only thing you can change is the points. At the end of the race, it can be appealed. Fish sticks can, and whoever else got the 5 second. But whether they know that or not, and they've taken a race director at the end of it, and they've taken a clip of it, that's what they'll need, is the key thing. You need a race director and a clip.
Just seeing whether Slicks has got a 5 seconds. No, his is all 3. He's at 9 seconds. So as it stands, our top 3 is Zoms, Patronus, and JP as our top 3 for the sprint race as it stands.
There's no way to do it in game.
No. A few positions have been made. Safety cars in this lap would be very, very interesting to see those on the softs. We'll keep an eye on them. Clates is the highest of those. They've stopped onto soft tyres. They're going to be absolutely flying towards the end of this. What positions can they make from now to the end? We shall see. It's going to be Fruit Boy who
get into the main race now and get a podium. That's what you need to do.
Yeah. When is Fruit Boy going to go? He's going to go right midway through the last corner. Here we go. Lap 10 of this race. We've only got 2 more laps to go. And all Zons really needs to do, I think, just need to keep calm. Doesn't have to go for lead on track, but I think he's going for, because he's got such a slipstream on Fruit Boy. Nearly went for it. Hedgehog got a little bit caught out. Jedi Gamer and Clates are going side by side, apparently. Here they are. Careful, guys. You need to start making moves between you, and you're kind of battling each other. Jedi and Egon still. Let's go back up to the front. So Zonson doesn't need to worry about Fruit Boy. He wants to start on the first position for the feature race. Just needs to keep an eye on Patronus, and he's got a fish sticks buffer in between him and Patronus. In fact,
Clates had to avoid Slicks crashing there. I jumped on board with him just as it happened.
Shame for Slicks. The soft tyres aren't really making gains at the moment, are they?
Yeah, no, it's very hard. Very close field with the DRS train, around here.
I'm just going for
But
the lead. JP's getting
Plates are
Patronus.
so lucky there. Almost got taken out.
Oh, both the Houses of both the Astons are going at each other. Jedi's actually now making the gains. He's now up to 9th on the soft tyres, although the problem he's got is all this in front of him. Oh, it's definitely a bit jumpy from
James.
a fair few. What is going on?
James goes side by side.
Look at them all.
Yeah.
One after the other. Right, so Jedi's up to 9th. A lap and a half to go. He could, I don't know. He'll get in the points. At least for this. As JP. No, JP's out. No. No. What happened to JP?
And James is out now as well.
He
must have crashed into JP.
Oh, God. Well, for this is only the sprint race.
Yeah.
What on earth's going to happen in the feature? So DRS enabled. This is going to be a really topsy-turvy grid with the 50% in a bit. Zoms, I think, has this. Jedi, what's Jedi doing? Now on the back of Willy Bum, who has that penalty. Boy, still trying to get by Zoms, and now, of course, remember, obviously there's talk of the penalties being taken off, so he's thinking of that. He's thinking he wants the win. Going to start lower down as his fish sticks, but Zoms a bit sideways through the middle sectors. Another yellow flag. Ras is out now.
No, Ras out.
Oh my god. We've had 6 retirements in the sprint race, Orphan. I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah.
Great boy.
This is what I said would happen, to be honest with you.
Zoms has just a couple of corners to go. He's got no ERS. Same as Fruit Boy though. Zoms is coming round the final corner. He takes the sprint race victory. Patronus will start second. Lem goes up to third.
Right in with the Mercedes over.
That's just the sprint race off. We even had a safety car. Oh boy. Well, Jedi recovered very nicely, as the game recognises that. Oh boy. So, Zoms with the victory. He will start pole position for the feature race. Patronus will be alongside. Lem in third place. I think that's one of his best results of the season. No, that equals his... Well, actually, yeah, that is his best result. Third place, podium. Button in for Fruit Boy drops to 5th. Jedi 6th, Fish Stick 7th. Egon in 8th. Willy Bum 9th, and Headshot and Richie will round out. And then you've got Clates, Rodders, and Legend, and all the ones that finished. Look at the ones at the back. We've got some big names at the back. See what they can do. But they're definitely all capable of coming through.
Well, Fruit Boy, you can't reset the lobby anyway, because first of all, your clip would have to be reviewed by the stewards. First of all, which you're not going to be able to do right now.
No.
So we don't know whether it was your fault or it wasn't your fault. So the only thing, like you say, can be done, I think, which is Easton's trying to point out to you, is that the points can only be changed for the sprint.
Yeah, the points can be reinstated. Unfortunately, the positions... I understand, obviously, it's frustrating. But
Yeah, it's frustrating because he should have been P2 possibly. Yeah,
but
right.
that's what happens. That's what happens. It's you got to put it to one side and deal with it. You know, think of the ones that retired. You know, the Ras, the James, JP, Dano. They're gonna come. They're gonna come through from the back. I mean, we are unbiased, Mr. Orphan, but we have all our drivers are at the back.
Yeah.
So best of luck. Anyway, we had the 50% feature race. We have a plethora, a mix of tyres up for grabs. You want to do?
Yeah, of course. Alpine and Red Bull. Yeah.
You want top to bottom this time?
Top to bottom, and is it? All right.
Yep.
We got the Zooms on pole position for the sprint race. First, second place. Made up some good positions there. Championship leader as well. Lem, a surprise P3, but get in there. Button there, P4. Fruit Boy, P5. Jedi Gamer and his teammate there in P7. Fish Sticks. P8 for Egon. Woody Bum, one of the championship contenders as well, in P9. Headshot there in P10. Richie Chappell there in P11. He made his way up from last position, or near on last position. P12 for Clates. Got this there in P13. AKA Legend in P14. Not Raz. P15. And in his last race here today, James in P16. JP Gamer in P17. And Dano, his teammate James in P18. And Vettel in P19. And then Slicks is in P20.
Right, thank you very much. In terms of the tyres, we have a right old mixture. We got Lemon, Fruit Boy, Ras and James on the soft tyres. Mediums, actually no, hards to be easier. Willy Bum, Chapel and Clates on the hard tyres. Everyone else on the medium tyres. Fruit Boy, take a breath and just race, alright? Try and enjoy it. Deal with everything at the end. Put it to one side. My best advice to you. Right, 36 laps. We had 6 retirements in the sprint race. We had a safety car. So what on earth is this going to be? Absolutely no idea. At least it's not raining. Or mixed conditions. It's dry. What can Lem do from this start? Soft tyres. He's got to make the gains. Let's see what he can do. As 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. And it's a horrible start for Lem. He's got absolutely bogged down off the line. So the soft tyre gains are not going to be made. And I hope this doesn't, you know, explode like before. 3, 4 wide potentially. If his arm's going to take the lead, McLaren's going to go side by side. Patronus and Fruit Boy. Patronus just sneaks ahead of Lem, who's recovered a little bit. Are we going to get through nicely? I hope we do. Yes, just about. A good start for Fruit Boy, obviously on no softs.
I think Dano got a bit.
Oh, there's a couple of spinners. Headshot and Legend. And old JP's got caught up in it as well.
The 2 Red Bulls got a bit of damage as well. We saw a bit of front wing fly off Dano's car into turn 1. Dano.
That's a real shame. I hope James is not part. Yeah, James has got damage as well.
Yeah.
Right. I know there was a bit of static issue from the mic. Hopefully that would have solved it. As Fruit Boy's going to go for the lead by the looks of it. Around the outside. On those soft tyres. Apparently he wasn't able to rechange his tyres. And he actually didn't get the move done. Meanwhile, Lem, who's on those softs as well, is just going to edge by Patronus, his teammate. Up he goes. Just need to settle down here, Orphan, don't we?
Yeah.
Fruit Boy's itching to get by his arms at the moment. We've got Button holding off Fish Sticks at the moment. Button actually had a really good result in that sprint race. Hopefully he can stay where he is in the feature race here. He definitely... He's on the list of potential race winners still for me. That haven't yet. He just hasn't had everything like come together. Because that's what you need for a race win, don't you, an Orphan in RSF1? You need everything to come together. Strategy, tyres, pace, and a bit of luck.
Yeah. So in my race wins, I've never won in a race where I've been just gone out and dominated. It was all luck, really.
Button absolutely flying by Patronus, but Button has been very greedy on his ERS. It's already under 20%. And believe you me, if you are greedy with your ERS, it's very difficult to get back. It's like Qatar we had right at the start of the season. Very hungry on the ERS, and if you overuse it, it's going to be a sitting duck towards the end. Because Patronus is already on 84% compared to Button's 22%. There's the difference, and yeah, both of our drivers, Orphan, James and JP, unfortunately are pitted.
Dano is absolutely fuming in that Red Bull at the moment. I'm telling you now, I've just been watching him driving through the field. He is literally a man possessed at the moment. I'm telling you, he's not giving away to anything. I swear.
Right,
You just literally pushed Vettel out of the way there getting through. Not, badly, but...
Flag, Legends, it's had a spun. Apparently Legends, the Alpha Mary is on no assists. He's testing himself out. As meanwhile, we've got a freeway battle for the lead. Fruit Boy's got by Zoms. Lem is trying to get involved. It's almost free wide into turn 1, but Lem wisely backs out of that. And he loses it as well. Them really hustling with the leaders at the front.
Dano's got another move done. It's turn 1 on plates. He's setting up not Raz now. From the start down, it's just literally made up about, I don't know how many places overtakes since the start of this race.
I'm just looking at the football results and being distracted. How dare I?
Yeah.
It's 0-0, and my team have had 23 shots against the opponent's 3.
Here comes Dano again. He's going to the main straight. He's setting up not Raz.
Oh, free wide potentially. Russ is having a go at Rodders.
Oh. I could benefit Dano there as they're fighting him. Does push him a little bit wide.
Oh goodness, here we go, here we go.
Double overtake, is he going to get it? I think he is. He is absolutely flying through this field, Dano.
Yeah, very nice.
He's definitely on for driver of the day so far. I'm telling you now. I've been watching him from the start, right, and he's literally made about 10 overtakes now.
Meanwhile, whilst all that was going on, Fruit Boy has now taken the lead, with Lem following him, but obviously they're on the soft tyres. They have to be leading at this point, so Zom's had to defer. Patronus has got by Button. He's now got a Button barrier between him and Fish Sticks. Egon's still staying in touch in 7th. Willybum's still doing okay on those hard tyres, remember? In 8th place, you've got Jedi 9th. Dano, who is having a Herculean F, is up 8 places from the start. He's now in the points.
He's flying, honestly. He's going to put that sprint behind him, right? And he's literally in a car now, just going. I'm just literally going for everything. Like, I'm literally just going for everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lem is putting Fruit Boy under immense pressure. Yeah, this is definitely, obviously, following on from that sprint race, his best result. Lem is looking pretty handy at the moment. Of course, he's on the soft tyres, as is Fruit Boy, and they're going to have to pit relatively early, like lap 10 probably, for hard tyres. They might struggle towards the end.
Yeah.
Zoms, I would say, Orphan, I would say he is in the most comfortable position. He's keeping
Dano now it's down to 2 seconds to Jedi from nearly 3 seconds.
I know who you're cheering on.
Yeah. Well, hopefully James can recover, but it's a big ask for James after the pit lap 1.
Here comes Lem. Lem for the lead of the race. I don't think I've said that yet. Meanwhile, his teammate, not Ras, has just had a spin in the final corner. Thankfully, no safety car virtual. Lem takes the lead of the race.
Oh, we didn't even think he'd be in challenging for the race winner here today, Lem. And here he is. Could he be another race winner?
Long way to go. Lap 7.
Oh, I know it's a long way to go, but, you know, I've just said anything can happen. We've still not had a safety car yet, so...
Famous last words.
I don't know whether a safety car would benefit Dano now or not, because he's literally caught up to the leaders now. If you bunch them all together again, I think the way this is suiting Dano is that he's just literally just picking off
yellow
people.
Flag. Vettel. Vettel's had a spin in the middle sector. It's a day to forget so far for the Alpine drivers. Fruit Boy only
Well, to the
just
leader now, Dano is only 10 seconds behind.
Yeah. Fruit Boy is only just managing to keep in DRS. Meanwhile, I feel like Button, Patronus and Fish Sticks are kind of helping each other. I could be horrendously wrong, as they might be starting battling into turn 1. Trying to catch the Zoms, but the problem that they've got is Zoms is on the DRS of the 2 leaders. So, and that's another thing as well. DRS is so powerful around here. If you're not in a slipstream or DRS train, you're done, basically. As soon as you lose it. Unless you had the raw pace, there's no way you're catching back up. And what they're trying to do, they've got 2.4 seconds to catch the Zoms.
Just noticed now, Jedi Gamer is lagging a little bit.
Yeah. There's a few. It's not horrendous. Like, it's... I say that. Jedi does a little teleporting. Dano is now on the back of Jedi.
He's closed it up. He has got a lot less ERS compared to Jedi. You'll have to get Jedi to burn it off. Defend it. See, the lag now is going to affect Dano big time.
Oh, that was close. I think I might take it back with Fistix, Patronus, and that lot maybe helping each other to catch Zoms. Because Patronus nearly hit, Fistix nearly hit the back of Patronus.
Oh, just the lag there from Jedi there. It looks as though he was off track there. I thought he'd hit Dano, man. But luckily, Dano's managed to get past him, so hopefully he can move away from him. But look at that. His next target, 2.2 seconds up the road, hard tyres of Willy Bum. So...
Emerson lead. Fruit Boy sticking with him.
I told you Dano was fast around, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I remember racing him in F5, and I think he won this race.
Yeah, still fair way to go. Lap 9 of 36. And Fishsticks is catching Zoms, and in fact on this lap he's horrendously caught up. Zoms has had a very bad lap, I think, because it's just over a second now. Carrying Patronus along with him as well.
Yeah.
And
I am quite shocked at how long the soft tyres last, Sticker.
I was just asking Onks. I asked Onks earlier when the standings would be available on the website, and so I had to ask Saudi Wolsak the standings for the start of this, and he's just told me when we're midway through lap 10 of well, obviously later than originally planned, that they'll be available in half an hour. They'll be available by the end of this race. Yeah, Zoms has now fallen out of DRS of the top 2. Hence why he's now being caught by Fishsticks and Patronus. All of a sudden, Zoms' control on this race is starting to be threatened. So I still think those on the mediums are the optimum strategy. They can go just to hard tyres. I'm not sure what the top 2 are going to be doing here.
Yeah.
In some ways I didn't want a safety car, but in this instance I almost kind of do. Because it's kind of settled down a little bit too much.
Well, no.
What's wrong with
Still
me?
got like Dano making his way Herculeanly through the field.
No, I'm not saying it's
On a
boring
mission.
at all, it's just intriguing at the moment.
He's on a mission. He's literally on a mission.
Yeah. Right, so this is where the top 2 tyres I think are going to start to ebb away. 10 laps on soft tyres. They can go another couple maybe, but be sliding as Jedi and Rod is going side by side. We've got Williams of Ritchie sticking his nose in. Backs out of it though. He might be under pressure from Clates. Clates backs out of it though.
Yeah, I can see a point though with the guys who had the incident on the opening lap. You know, it would bring them back into the race because I mean it's no fun being that far back down.
No.
Knowing that you probably not going to get much out of the race now.
You can see on board with Richie Orphan with Jedi's lag. Oh god. I think even Richie sees it.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed it earlier, and yeah, it is pretty bad.
It's not horrendous. Again, I've seen worse. It's just off-putting.
Yeah.
Button goes by Egon. Egon might retaliate through this straight. They're all not listening with the ARS, by the way, because Egon has got nothing left in his lap 12. You're not going to get that back very easily. If not at all. Look at Dano though, he's already power sliding his way behind Willy Bum for 8th place. He started... Where did he start? 18th. And he is... He's 9 seconds off the lead.
So I was telling you earlier, it was only 10 seconds off earlier.
Meanwhile, Fishsticks has burned his DRS. He has helped the DRS train. And he is now in DRS of Zoms. So, Zoms is definitely under threat now.
David Lolface. My teammate,
FPRL.
FBRL, yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing, mate?
And Fruit Boy again.
Are you getting on FPL? David Lolface.
Easton in chat is saying the soft tire runners could go 16 laps
Mm.
then go to mediums. Well, if they can, I think they're already starting to struggle at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they gotta stay out as long as possible, really, to make the strategy work, Easton. Yeah. Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, Zums.
How's FPR getting on? I left, obviously, so I don't know.
So did I.
David,
We're both, you know, fish sticks all
FPR.
over the back. Fish sticks all over the back of Zums, and is going to take third place from him. Only just, though. Zums has got very low wings, I think. Fish sticks is struggling to get this move done. I think he will, and he does. A good telling sign. Patronus would want to follow through, though. Follow past, I mean. They've completely dropped Button at this point. Button has fallen away to be in a battle with Egon, his teammate, and Dano now for 6th place.
Yeah, you're right there, mate. Bring on 2024.
Right, so Dano's moved by Willy Bum into 8th place now, and his next target is Egon ahead of him.
I really hope this pays off for him and he don't crash out or anything like that,
And now you've done it.
Oh no, shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. At 14.
No, he's definitely at this point the driver of the day.
Group boys in. First of
the softer runners.
Where's he going to? Medium tyres.
Well, Easton said they had to stretch it out to 17, so it's a little bit early.
Yeah, because this is the only problem. He's going to go 21 laps on the medium. That's a very big push, I would say.
Yeah.
Right, so Lem really needs to go a few laps longer. So the problem with the softs, the tyres are probably screaming at him to pit, but he's got to stay out a little bit longer.
So how long can you stretch the mediums?
I think when you select the tyres, it said 17 laps for mediums. Hards are about 20, 21. The issue with this track is, though, I discovered, is tyre pressures. The tyres burn up a lot, especially for the middle sector. So unless you put your tyre pressures really, really far down, and obviously there's, compromises for that, because they take a long time to get to that stage. And, on restarts, they'll be horrible.
So what were you running in?
I was literally 1 or 2 clicks from the left. Like, very, very minimal. Not completely.
You were still overheated?
It was still like 104, 105. Again, especially for the middle sector, dirty air as well. Well, Fish Sticks, Lem is struggling. Because Fish Sticks is all over the back of him. I was driving Eastern, is what I was doing to them. I was driving. Also, twitchy pad driving basically also makes the tyres wad. As Patronus has just gobbled up on Zom's slide there.
Egon and Dano fighting. I thought I was looking at the stream there and I thought it was Dano. It's the Ferrari.
Oh, look at Lem. He is all over the place. Not what Fish Sticks wants, and Lem is in, but Fish Sticks is in as well. Oh, careful!
Oh,
Oh,
no! Oh, it's got a 5-second there for sticks.
goodness me, that would have been... I'm very interested how they're both pitting. What do they both go to? So Lem goes to mediums, Fish Sticks has to go to hards, and he did get wing damage as well.
Lucky he chased it at the last minute.
Yeah. Might have been from before, though. I think he had some kind of contact earlier.
Hmm.
So this will hamper Fish Sticks a lot. Fruit Boy, as I expected, has come out way ahead of Lem, to be honest. 5 seconds
Dano
almost.
has got past Egon now. So he's up into the podium spot.
Unbelievable recovery. You can still see him, there he is. Only 4 seconds off the lead.
You can still win this race.
Mm-hmm. But imagine if he'd started at the front, he'd be untouchable, I reckon.
Yeah.
Pace he has.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I said before, he's very good around this track. I spoke to him in the chat party earlier, and yeah.
Right, so
You
Fruit
think
Boy...
no, right? If the undercut, yeah, is it big? I don't know.
It's massive. Well, look at where Fruit Boy is compared to Lem. It's 5 seconds almost.
But Dano really should pit this lap, really.
Dano stays out. Patronus goes in. Hard tires for him. Zoms as well. And they're literally...
Jetta gave us out. Could be a safety car.
He's retired in the pits.
Oh. Could be
Why?
internet problems, maybe.
He was jumpy a bit. Of all the cars, he was jumpy a bit. Maybe he realised. And that's a real shame for Jedi. So he's gone in as Barton and Patronus going side by side. Oh, that was close. Barton had to ease right off for his nose not be cut off. So Egon in the lead has got ahead of Dano and all that. They're yet to pit, as is Willy Bum. So Fruit Boy is in a net lead at the moment. As Eason said, he pitted maybe a bit too early on those medium tyres. They'll be roasting at the end. See what he can do. Lem is there, poised, ready to capitalise. Lem is 4 seconds ahead of Patronus, who is the highest of those on hard tyres at the moment.
Dano's in the lead of this race. But he went too early there. Surely. No, he got the DRS.
Yeah, and Zoms cannot retaliate, or it would be a risky dive if he does.
So he got Egon.
Egon, time penalty for the exit that corner.
Yeah. Well, what a shake-up this race has been. Can you imagine if there was a safety car right now? God.
I almost kind of... I see why you want it, and there's part of me that does, but then there's another part of me that doesn't. Or...
You wanted it earlier when it favoured you,
Well,
and now you... I said
no.
earlier, no, and now it would favour Red Bull. You're like, no.
The reason being...
No, I'm not believing anything you're saying.
Okay.
No.
The reason being is because if a safety car comes out, it effectively drags back the two drivers at the moment of Fruit Boy and Lem. Oh, and no, Fruit Boy! Oh no, Fruit Boy's just turned Egon around. Oh, virtual safety car. Egon's lost his wing.
Oh, and Dano just passed the pits. Oh, you pitted then.
Oh, and he's out. Oh, it's going to be a safety car, actual safety car now, isn't it? He's right in the middle of the track. I mean, it should be.
Is it going to go full? This would benefit Dano so much if it's a full safety car. Come on.
Fruit Boy get damage out of that. Maybe.
Still virtual.
Hard to say It's hard to say,
No.
really. I mean, Easton's saying that's a penalty. I mean, it's hard to say, really, because Fruitboy didn't know that Egon was going to go into the pits. A
Safety
simple
car is on
miscommunication.
track according to David Lawface. Where?
It's past Mercedes. Have to ride on board with.
It is on track. It is on track.
There it is. Safety
full
car.
safety.
Ah,
Dano
God damn
is
it!
gonna be in the lead of this race. Possibly.
No, he's not.
No.
No, he's not. No.
No.
Well, depends if others do pit. And would they?
He's got a pit though.
Yeah, Dana's in. Woody Bump's definitely in. Medium tyres. Fruit Boy. Yeah, Fruit Boy doesn't. Because he only just. Fruit Boy goes see. Dano to soft top? What? Okay. Soft tyres? Question mark.
That's a bit of a shock.
You going for it?
15 laps.
I mean, we saw Lemon Fruit Boy do 14.
Yeah.
Oh, Legend drive through. Oh boy. Right, let's take stock. So
I suppose under the safety car, he's going to save a few laps, isn't he?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he could actually work it. All of a sudden. Oh, Legend, stop it. Legend's not slowing down, is he? I think he's coming in to retire possibly because he's just got 2 drive-throughs for speeding under. So yeah, this brings and he gets another one. So this will bring JP, Slicks, Vettel, James all back into it, which is good for them. Right, so that 20. Let's take stock. So top 6 decided not to pit. Now he's got a 4 drive-through. Oh, now he's been disqualified. There we go. That's the same for Legend. I think he was going to retire anyway, but there he goes. So Fruit Boy, Lem, Patronus, Zoms, Button, and Fish Sticks all decided not to pit. On their strategy, they might as well stick with it. All there. You got Fruit Boy and Lem on medium tyres, the 4 behind them on the hard tyres, and then you got Dano, who that is a risk, but that can be pulled off in 7th place.
Think of it this way: if he'd gone to Hearts, right, he would have the first Hearts out of a lot of them, but
He wouldn't have the advantage, would he?
he wouldn't have the advantage of the more faster tyre to get through.
He's going for it.
The win. He's going for the win.
He's going for Yam.
Basically going. Yeah, he's basically going for it. Everything he's done in this race, he's done to go for it. Like, you know, he couldn't go for the mediums because he started on the mediums.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's basically done this thinking, well, I'm going to save a few laps here under the safety car where I'm not going to push my tyres. And then I'll do, say about 10 laps on them, maybe? Full out?
Yeah. You got Willy Bum in 8th place. Also pitted onto the mediums. Richie Chapo in 9th. Also on mediums. In fact, everyone below this has pitted either recently or just now. Clates is in 10th. That's 8 seconds worth of time penalties though, so that is going to hurt. Then you got 2 Mercedes, Rodders and Headshot. Not Rouse has had a roller coaster of a race. Basically, Ras, James, Vettel, Slicks and JP haven't really recovered from what happened in the sprint. But they're at least being given a lifeline from the F1 gods. And maybe Egon, and maybe Fruit Boy. We will see. We got Ras 13th, James 14th, Vettel in 15th, Slicks, and then JP. We're yet to catch the pack, so we're going to get another lap under safety car. Despite the delay off, and I actually don't think this is going to finish too far past than we normally do. I mean, it's 10 to 10 now. We got 14 laps left, so about 20 past 10. It's not ideal,
Right,
but
I said that earlier because we did the sprint race, short quali. So Yeah.
Yeah, if it was full quality then a 50, then it'd be a different story maybe. I mean, in terms of delays, I've been in 24-hour Forza races that have had delays to lobbies of about an hour, and I've had 5 restarts because of connection issues. So that's nothing. This is nothing compared to that.
Well, me and JP had to do that 100% race in Belgium, and yeah, a lot of delays to that one.
Yeah, I remember that because I was at work, wasn't I? And I was due to miss it. And I remember getting home and I was like thinking, oh, it'll be near the end of the race, and you were like, you're on lap 7. I was like, what?
Yeah,
No.
I really felt about quitting comms after that, honestly.
Very bad. Battle. Speed up, please. You. Also, why is Vettel at the back? There's safety car in this lap. Now you have to speed up, Vettel. Right, Dana's going to be the one to watch, I think. On those soft tyres. What can he do? And
just needs to be patient, like he's been doing.
oh my god, no, I'm done. I am done. 5-second time penalty for Dano. He's hit fish sticks. Oh my god. Oh, this. Oh goodness. And now Russ and James as well. All getting too close.
Like you say, after the race, hopefully you can get it removed if it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Restart.
He's
underway.
going for it. He's going for it anyway.
He could still win.
He's already got one move done.
Lem going for the lead on Fruit Boy. Fruit Boy didn't really get the best of restarts. Or did what he could, I think. But his teammate Patronus there as well.
The pace he's showing though, he could get the 5-second gap. And he's already got another move done.
Nice.
He's up to 5th. He's flying.
Soft tyres at the end of this race are almost. There's no Dano, no.
Tell me, he's a man on a mission. He's not backing out of anything.
He kind of shoved Zoms out the way, though. In my view, that was a bit of kind of pushed him all the way to the exit, basically.
You've got to think, right? Those soft tyres are going to go off. And he wants to get these moves done as soon as possible and build up a lead.
I'd tell you this: if he does the same move that what he did against Zoms on Patronus,
Patronus will put him in the wall.
yeah, basically. Patronus is probably the most
Look at the
difficult to pass.
Speed on the soft tyre.
Absolutely flying, burning through that ERS. Let's see what he's going to do on Patronus. Patronus, I don't think will fight this too much. No, not really. Patronus understands.
Playing the waiting game, Patronus on the hard tyre.
Not forget, you got the 2 ahead of them. Lemon, Fruit Boy. I have to say, like, I know Fruit Boy's had his up and downs season so far. He's had 3 finishes out of 11 races, and those 3. The thing is, those 3 races have been like podiums. He's had poles as well. Dano we normally see up there. Patronus, Zoms has come into his own. Fish sticks as well. Out of the top 8, and this is nothing against everyone else, Lem is impressing me the most this whole evening.
Yeah. He hasn't been mentioned a lot, even though he's been leading the race. Because Dano has just had one of those races where it's been like, he started 18th and he's just literally overtaken about 12 cars today.
There's Lem with the slipstream on Fruit Boy. Stalking the pair of them on those soft tyres. Remember, Willy Bum's just gone by Fish Sticks as well. Fish Sticks has dropped to 8th. It's just got to be really careful.
Just the hard tyres are so hard to get up to temperature.
Yeah. Any one of these three, I would say, looks a shoe in to win this race.
Dan obviously got that 5 seconds to deal with. Hopefully he can get it removed at the end of the race. Or he can build a gap of 5 seconds if he can get into the lead. But like I say, the soft tyres will start to go off.
Yeah, they're burning now.
He is pushing them so hard.
He's used a lot of VRS as well. 16% compared to the 50 or 60% nearly for Fruit Boy ahead of him. Although Fruit Boy is dropping out of DRS on Lem. Lem has done a really good last bit. He dropped out of DRS. Yes, he has.
Look at that exit that Dano got there. He kept it so tight on the inside, right? And just flew out of the corner. Nothing Fruit Boy could do there.
Alright then. I'm getting by fist sticks. 7th. Bring up penalties in a minute. He's still in 9th. Clay's still in 10th. Vettel, I think, pitted or even had a spin or something because he's 20 seconds off the back of everyone. So Vettel's not had a great race here. Has he pitted again? Yeah, 3 stops. So something must have happened with him.
Shut it, Easton. He's Red Bull. And I'm Red Bull. So I want him to win.
Yeah. Oh, fish sticks time penalty. Whoops. That is not going to help at all. Matronis is loving this because, as it stands, he will extend his championship lead over both Willy Bum and Fistix. So, in terms of the championship, he's doing well. McLaren also scoring big at the moment. As Dano.
Of course, if that.
Dano with the DRS. Takes Lem.
Of course, if that Lem or Dano win here today, it'd be another new race winner. So hopefully one of these two can get the victory here today.
Yeah. Still not over here because, as you said, these soft tyres will start to drop off at some point.
I still think Lem's favourite for this race.
Got to keep calm.
Even though Dano's leading now.
Oh, what did you just say? What did you just say?
No!
As soon
But the pace he's got, the pace Lem's got, I think he's going to pull away from the rest.
Often. Not making predictions. Dano, virtual safety car. Why virtual safety? Why?
Clates had a collision somewhere. Maybe it caused it.
Oh yeah, he's got no front wing. Also, Dano's got another 3 second.
Pitting.
Dano, what? Why is he? And he's sped in the pit lane as well. Oh, Dano, why? Was he?
Got wing damage.
When did he get wind damage?
Probably the collision under the safety car.
Oh god. Right. So now Lem with that 3 second time penalty has the lead. Now he's got to try and push away from Fruit Boy and Petronas. No. We both need to stop saying anything because now Lem's got to drive through. Oh my god. Why? Why does this game does this? Well, Fruit Boy's back in the lead. And as it stands, it's a McLaren 1-2. If it all finishes like this, was massive for McLaren and the constructors' battle. which was close. And then they're going to extend it if they finish it like this. Oh, Lem.
Oh,
I'm gutted for him.
feel
Absolutely
for it.
gutted.
Feel for him.
Yeah.
He had it in the bag.
Dom's meantime's absolutely flown by Petronas to go back in the second. We're still lap 30 or 36. Still got this race to go. JP out of... Where's... All of a sudden Northern. Where's JP come from?
He's on P9 now.
He's got no penalties. So he will go up to 4th or 5th. Headshots on for good points as well. Suddenly just... Things just putting out.
How much a race can change in the space of about 30 seconds.
I know. My only fault with Dano pitting, maybe he was getting rid of that 5 seconds.
He's got another one.
But yeah, because he sped in the pit lane. But
Yeah.
that's my only thought as to why, because I don't think he
He had wing damage.
Yeah, but he was doing fine though. He had the lead.
Yeah.
So
Strange one.
I'm still hanging on in 4th place. Rast is up. Lem is still in points, by the way, despite that drive-through. He's up in 10th place, so maybe he can grab something, even if it is a point. Dano fastest lap. Well, he's on fresh soft tyres, so all as Rast has just got by headshot. JP is looking at Rodders for 8th, even though he's got him on penalties. I think JP's looking at a higher though. How this race, topsy and turvies.
Well, Fruit Boy, despite a little bit of moaning earlier, looks like he's going to go on and win this race now.
I think this situation at the moment, the two McLarens potentially on for a 1-2. They've both been up there towards the front of this, and it goes back, I think, to the race in Austria where they got a 1-2 there.
Oh, Fruit Boy almost lost it there.
Yeah, don't jinx it again. Yeah, they got a 1-2 in Austria. And that was despite safety cars, rain, everything, and they still came out on top because they kept composure. That's what it is. They're both experienced, aren't they? So pulling through. And yeah, this will give them a massive advantage in what is a very close championship. Now, say Petronas gets by Zomzov, and do you reckon he will go after Fruit Boy? Would he start battling with him, or is he going to be content with 2nd place? Because he's beaten Willy Bum only by a few points. He's beaten Fish Sticks, who will drop.
Just sitting there in P3.
Yeah.
I think he wants to win. Obviously for the championship with Fish Sticks behind him in 5th place on a penalty. Potentially Fish Sticks could drop down a few places.
Yeah. So Fish Sticks is very close to Headshot. Maybe say ahead of him. It'll be ahead of Not Rast because of Not Rast's 5 seconds penalty.
At present, JP will not move up.
Yeah, no, none at all actually. Staying 8th.
Needs to get his foot down.
ERS comparison, top 3 around about 40%. Willy Bum's at 20. Petronas, meanwhile, is having a go at Zoms. I think if Petronas wants to win this race off of his teammate, he needs to overtake Zoms quickly, I think. Give himself a couple of laps. He's got to be careful though that Willy Bum doesn't get involved. tyres anyway. Zoms and Patronus are on hard tyres. Fruit Boy, remember, he's on those 18-lap mediums, which he didn't pit for. We're all saying that he might have pitted too early for. We've got to be careful with that.
I don't get a puncture.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I did... How many laps did I do? I think I did over 20. Was this hard tyres? No, I did 21 laps on the hard tyres. Although my tyre wear is terrible, and they weren't great. So I wonder what mediums could be.
Could be a potential.
Easton's saying he should be fine unless he's destroyed them. Easton is almost the tire guru, I think. Yeah, so now Patronus is definitely thinking, I've got to get a move on here because Willy Bum is now very nearby.
Or any penalty right now would be so huge.
Yeah, got to be very careful now.
Or Patronus is on 2 warnings as well.
Uh-oh. Yeah, and he's pushing. Yep. I'm trying not to say it, Easton, myself, but very tempting. The problem for Patronus is that Zoms is got very low wings. 197 miles an hour without DRS is quite a lot. And even with DRS, Patronus is struggling to go alongside him.
Willy Bum's only on 1 warning, so he should be okay.
What's Fruit Boy on? Well, Fruit Boy doesn't need a push. I was thinking all of a sudden if he gets a penalty, Patronus gave that middle sector as wide as berth as anything.
2 warnings for Fruit Boy.
Ah. All of a sudden if he gets a silly one.
Oh, it's very close there. Last lap.
Yeah. Is Fruit Boy on for his 4th podium of the season, his 4th finish of the season, and his 2nd win?
I can't see Patronus risking it now.
No.
Just going to take it nice and easy.
We're gonna be
sit on the gearbox of Zooms.
He's a racer though.
Oh, he ate.
Yeah. Going for it. He's not pushing Zoms that much though, and lovely move around the outside. He's got it. That should secure the 1-2 for McLaren. He might be doing it again. Got the middle sector to go. Willy Bum's still there. Willy Bum is still on for podium. Should be very happy with that. But Fruit Boy just has the stadium section to go. His roller coaster season continues. He's had 2 no points in Canada and Singapore. He had a decent sprint race. Obviously had that grid drop. But he has come through to win the race in Mexico. It is a 1-2 for McLaren. Patronus gets 2nd. Slicks retires on the last lap. Willy Bum gets 3rd. Zoms 4th. Fishsticks 5th. Headshot to 6th. Not Ras 7th. JP goes up to 8th. Dano 9th. Not 9th because Lem goes to 9th. Not 9th because Button goes to 9th. Are we done? I think so. Lem in 10th. Dano misses out on points by 0.2 of a second. Richie, then Rodders, then James in his last race. I should have really actually gone on to James, to be honest, for his last race in this division. Clates in 15th, and Vettel with a difficult race for Alpine in general, really, is going to round out in 16th place. Slicks, Egon, Jedi, and Legend did not finish. Well, absolutely massive for McLaren. It had a lead of a single point over AlphaTauri, and I think that's going to jump to about over 30.
Driver of the day, Dano.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dispute that, to be honest with you. Despite what happened to him at the end.
Yeah.
But good day for McLaren.
Yep. That is... Christ, that's 54 points they've got over the 2 races. That is really good stuff compared to 15 for AlphaTauri. And who else was close? And I think Haas was close, and they only got 22. So yeah, that's big gain for McLaren and constructors. Big one. But there is the results of the feature race. Fruit Boy had a Petronas. Willie Bum to third. Will be very happy with that third place. Zoms ends up in 4th with that penalty. Fishsticks 5th, Headshot 6th, Brass 7th, JP 8th, Button 9th, and Lem picks up the last point. I think Lem and Dano I feel the most gutted for.
Make sure you push down now.
Yeah, sorry. Richie in 12th, Rudders, James, Vettel, Clates, and Slicks. All finished like I think Slicks retired on the last lap. Egon, Jedi, and aka the Legend did not finish. Let's get. Yeah, I don't think Fruit Boy talks or has a mic, so go to Patronus and Willy Bum. Should we get Fish Sticks in, I think, and then yeah, we can't talk to James, can we? Was it would have gone to James, but
yeah.
Right.
Who are we getting in?
Patronus, Willy Bum, and Fish Sticks. I think are the 3. Alright, include your audio, please. Gentlemen. Orphan, how do you want to do this?
Well, where do Fish Sticks come? P5, is it?
B5, yeah.
I'll start with Fish Sticks, and you can do the other 2.
Okay.
Congratulations on P5, the Fish Sticks. I mean, just missed out on the podium. Possibly that was probably your goal here today, to try and keep up the battle with Patronus for the title. Are you disappointed with that, or I mean, are you just happy just to get the race out of the way?
No, I'd say all in all it was alright. I mean, the sprint went well. I'd say I had to tag on to a group in front because I was running a lot higher wings than most people, so the straight was a bit of an issue. But no, yeah, I'd say unfortunate 5 seconds for me and Fruit Boy at the start of that sprint, because just as Claviosi got called, we just touched wheels. So I think both of us will be looking to maybe get rid of that. but that sort of puts both of us slightly on a back foot in the main race. But yeah, XA was alright. It was a good race. I don't think I could have got much further. I had slight wing damage coming into the pits onto the hards because I got caught out by someone breaking early for the pit lane, that's on me. So, but yeah, other than that, I think solid. It was a solid race. So can't say I could play.
How are you feeling now about the championship? I mean, obviously, you've lost the championship lead now to Petronas, who's really come strong through the last few races. I mean, you just dropped off a little bit in form.
Well, I did have help with that, but no, really, honestly, I don't really care. It is what it is. It doesn't bother me. I come first, I come second. It is what it is. I'm having fun, so the main thing.
Yeah, at least you're fighting for the championship anyway. So I mean, that's good to be doing.
It's an added bonus, but yeah, I don't really think about it. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So.
But on to France next week. How are you feeling about that one?
Yeah, hopefully that's gonna be another fun race. Bit of a sort of a flowy circuit, and I tend to like those. So hopefully it'll be I'll have another good race. So yeah, should all be good.
Yeah, obviously you've got the constructors obviously to fight for as well. Obviously McLaren have made a big push here today with a double 1-2. I mean that's obviously going to be something that you're going to have to work on now with Jedi, who unfortunately had to retire early today. But
yeah, because I haven't actually glanced at the constructors, but yeah, I'm sure it's probably leading towards the McLarens at the moment. But yeah, so Jedi's had some good results recently as well, so hopefully maybe we can get that at the end. But yeah.
Well, like I say, hopefully you can come good next week and we can keep the title fight getting even closer with yourself and Petronas. Obviously, fortunately, James, who is in the championship battle, he's obviously not going to be racing after this race today.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. It's a shame.
But we have Willy Bum, obviously, coming strong here today with a podium. I mean, he's put himself back into it as well. So it's going to be an interesting fight between you three, I think, until the end of the season.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope it keeps you guys entertained, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we are entertained, don't you worry.
Well, thank you very much for Sticks. We'll
That's all right.
hopefully see you in France next week on the podium.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, well done, Fish Sticks. And we had ourselves to Willy Bum, P3 in the feature race, and I think you finished third in the overall points if you add up the sprint race as well. Back on the podium, Willy Bum, since your last one in China, according to my results here. As Orphan said, you are still in the championship hunt, and even after this, you still are. So we've still got a fair few races to go to do that. But really decent, I think, this evening with your results. Solid qualifying, and in the races as well. I guess raw pace maybe wasn't with the leaders, but should be satisfied with those decent points there.
Yeah, it's much better than I expected coming into this. It's not a track I really don't know. It's not great. But yeah, I had weirdly a lot of straight line speed. But I just couldn't get grip out of certain corners to, catch up with the Cronus and Zoms that were fighting. They just pulled away just enough to, counter that. Which was a bit annoying, but I knew Zoms had 3 seconds. And just tried to stay within that gap to keep the podium.
Yeah. So as you said, this was a difficult track, so definitely podium. You didn't think it was going to be on the cards today?
No, not even close, to be fair.
Alright, then it should be good, happy with that.
Yeah.
In terms of the championship, obviously I said you are in it. It's definitely not impossible, especially the way this division goes, with multiple winners and so on. Constructors as well. You and Button are in it as well. I mean, seven teams are still kind of in it, even though the big came from McLaren. Definitely not over, is it? At all.
No. I think the next 2 or 3 tracks are some of my favourites.
Yeah, you've got
So,
France,
looking forward to
Hungary,
that.
Brazil.
Yeah, I was hoping one of the sprints would land on one of them, more points, but it's the way the draw drops. But
Yeah.
Just hope some decent results at tracks I'm normally pretty decent at, and hopefully we can just keep up with the guys that are up there.
France next, a sweeping track. Not, in my opinion, not normally creates the more exciting of races. From my experience, anyway, I can be completely proven wrong next week when it comes to Tier 3. Probably will be, knowing these guys. But what are your thoughts heading to France? Obviously, track limits can be a problem also.
Yeah, track limits are not great here. I think quali might have a lot to do with this track. If you can get good quali and a tad bit more straight line speed, it should be fine out there. And
Yeah.
well, depends on the weather, I suppose. That comes into factor.
Yeah, should be pretty decent. But well done on your results today. Back on the rostrum once again, and
Yes.
yeah, good luck in France next week.
Thank you.
And finally, we head to Petronas, and well, what a day for McLaren, Petronas, and what a day for yourself as well. You continue your point streak from your second round of the season all the way up to now. You've been on the points, and decent points at that. But yeah, you must be very, very happy with this, and for yourself as well, because you've gained on Fish Sticks by quite a bit, who was quite close. You gained on Willy Bum a little bit, who was further away. So you must be very, very happy with that.
Well, yeah, I mean, the last 2 races, Canada and Mexico, haven't been, aren't historically good for me. So I'm happy to come away with good points. Today, I don't know where the pace come from, if I'm being completely honest with you. I thought I was going to be way off. I had to play it quite smart, really. I had to keep in Zom's DRS because he was so fast on the straight. Luckily enough, he was fast on the straight, so I couldn't particularly overtake him. So I could keep in his DRS. But no, my only aim really this week was to beat Fish Sticks, obviously to extend my championship lead, which I did by 13 points overall. Obviously, Stewart's penned in, but yeah, I'm very happy.
Yeah, there's
even
a
happy
few...
for a 1-2 McLaren.
Yeah, there's a few things to decide, I think, fully after that. Both races, actually, the sprint and the feature, so results are very much few differences, maybe, possibly, but yeah, you were a point ahead of AlphaTauri going into this, and if my maths are correct, still depending, of course, you would be about 30 plus ahead, because I think you got like 50 points and AlphaTauri got 15 or something, so really good. But as we've seen with this season, with the multiple winners and nobody can really get the consistency of the wins and everything else like that, it's as I mentioned to Willy Bum, we've still got a few races to go. It could change once again next week, so I guess you're just eyeing up consistency, which you have done so far this season.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you said, this division's probably the closest I've ever seen in RSF1. I've never seen a season so close. I've never seen so little multiple winners. I mean, qualifying's mega close. So I think whoever's going to win the championship is going to be the most consistent.
Well, to sum it up, we're going to round 13 next of 18, and we've only got 2 repeat winners, and that is
Exactly.
Legend and Fruit Boy. So, and well, speaking of consistency, I mean, I'm looking up my results here, Patronus, and obviously not to bring down your teammate too much here, but he's had 4 finishes now. All of them have been on the podium, but the rest he's retired from.
Yeah, we know.
So maybe you need to teach him a few bits.
It's not. It's
He's
just
been
one
very
of those
unlucky,
things, isn't
actually,
it?
to be fair, though.
Yeah, he has been very unlucky. I mean, he is running no traction, so it's easy to make a mistake. We don't have the luxury of being able to full throttle out of most corners like some. So yeah, we have to use a bit of skill.
Yep. Anyway, France next week. What's your thoughts for France next week?
I like France, I like Hungary, and I like Brazil. So hoping for good results.
Cool. All right then. Well done on your second place, and obviously send my congrats to Fruit Boy as well.
Congratulations to Willy Bum as well on the podium.
Yeah.
Good night. Well done to you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, and well done to everybody who've got their podiums over the couple of races, of course. But that has been it, Mr. Orford. We got there in the end, despite our troubles at the beginning. And the sprint race was crazy. So, but we got there. And another chapter has been done. So we will head to France next week. And if anything is to go by this season so far, Orphan, we can't predict it, even if we try.
No, definitely not. It's like I say, one stage this race looked like it was going one way and then another, and then it ended up in another way at the end. So it's like you can't predict it in Division 3. But like I say, it's a very good day for McLaren here today. Obviously they've cemented their push for the constructors now, and obviously other teams now to try and claw that back now with the remaining 5 races.
Yeah, they've got to respond, and the first time they'll get to it is Circuit Paul Ricard in France next week, where the track limits could play a factor. Hopefully they don't. The weather could play a factor. Hopefully it doesn't.
But we had the most dramatic finish of all time in RSF1 in that one.
Yeah.
Remember last season?
Tier 3 last season, was it? Was it Tier 4 last season?
Tier 3.
Tier 3. Yeah, puncher for somebody on the puncher for 2 drivers on the last lap. Someone on the last corner as well. Are we going to get anything similar? Well, we will see next week for France. As for Mexico, we have one more race to go for Tier 4, and if any of the races have told us anything about Mexico, we could get more drama tomorrow evening for the F4 division. Jake DeRozan unfortunately cannot stream, so it's... Oh, we'll see who picks it up tomorrow. I'm sure it will be. When we will see for 8 o'clock tomorrow for that. And then we'll head to France, Monday night for the F1 division, where the fight between Evo and Drastic Plays and Runner Red continues in that championship. And of course, reminder, after that we have 5 more races to go. Hungary, Brazil, Jeddah, Miami, and Spain. And my last words I'm going to say is, James has just saluted in the chat. James, the Red Bull driver in Tier 3. That was his last event with us for the time being. He's off to do his cricket season. I believe he's involved in that. We are going to miss you, James, even though we haven't been able to speak, even though you've had common podiums and so on, but it's been a pleasure watching you drive, and the door is still remaining open for you to come back on the new game fresh, and we will see where you're at. Just And your seat...
Good luck, James.
Your seat, whoever takes it, is going to be in good hands, and that's going to be a prized seat because they're going to be straight in a constructors battle. So we'll see who ends up, and of course we'll explain that when we get next week. But for now, James, all the best to you, and we'll see you on the next game in the next season, wherever you end up. Could be in the F1 division for you know. But yeah, from everyone here, thank you very much, Orphan, for your company. And thank you for everyone here watching. Yeah, 8 o'clock tomorrow, the F4 division around Mexico. See you then.